Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. How you doing, nerds?
What's up, bud? What's up?
How are you? You sound like you're all full of vim and vigor, and don't sound like you at all like you went out last night. Okay.
Football game.
Oh, okay. Had a one or two drinks.
Oh, yeah, a couple.
Oh, okay. That's
Little tailgating going on.
Okay. Well, we'll just try and get you through this.
Yeah.
Because, well, we got a lot to cover, and House of
we
Dragon, episode 6, The Princess and the Queen, following it up with Andor, episode 4. They're actually naming the episodes now, and this one's called Aldhani, after the planet they visited. Survivor, episode 2, Lovable Curmudgeon. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, episode 7, The Retreat. And Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, episode 6, Udin. And we're going to cover the movie Beast, starring Idris Elba and Sharlto Copley. All right, let's get in some House of Dragon. So let me ask you right off the bat, because there seems to be some confusion with the co-workers or some argument going on. So we find Damon has married, so he's heir to Driftmark now. He's married the daughter of, Valeries, I think his name.
Yeah, something like that. I'm losing. I'm every time they do a time jump, I lose track of who's what.
Exactly. We go 10 years. Rhaenyra is having her third son, now played by a different actress. So is Alicent. Don't know why. It's really easy to age someone in Hollywood. It's hard to de-age, but whatever. Okay, they're gone. I miss them. So Damon's wife has 2 kids of her own now. You know, kind of like in the first episode, they have to come to a choice: risk having the baby, or saving the baby, killing. So here's the thing. So we see Damon's wife go out to Vhagar, the dragon, and basically ask Vhagar to kill herself.
Yeah.
So I was asking, why is she killing herself and the unborn baby? How did you take that?
I mean, I think it was one of those.
Well, did you think?
I will die.
But did you think she delivered the baby, or did it? Now, I thought she killed herself and the baby.
I thought she cooked both. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what really happens is that they tried to deliver the baby. The baby died. She couldn't live with her grief, and then she killed herself. But there's whole other people and coworker thinking, no, she delivered the baby. But,
see, I was expecting, because when we saw Game of Thrones, when Daenerys got cooked by the dragon, she walked out of there unscathed. So I was thinking it was going to be one of those kinds of things.
Well, sure, and she's supposed to be a true, as they keep telling us, Valerian, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you know what? This series is kind of like all over the place for me, and like especially when they do these time jumps, and you're just kind of like going, okay, who's what happened? Oh God, I got to catch up with this.
Yeah.
So
we find out none of Rhaenyra's children have
blonde hair.
Well, none of them are black, which they should be.
Yeah.
Or at least mulatto. Okay. Since that's the dominant gene. So yeah, that's.
And you notice that all the kids are just little shits.
Yeah, the blonde ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the nice little Joffrey wannabes.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Isn't one of them named Joffrey in the show? I can't remember which one's named. One of them's actually named Joffrey, isn't it?
But even like Aegon, the oldest there, he's a bit of a pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they used that word back then, but yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, he's trying to fight, but he's fighting bully style. Like he's not.
Well, and kids really, really smaller than him, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, easy to do.
It's very much, I'm the prince and I'm going to win. Like you just want to bitch slap him.
And do you find it funny that they, since they go ahead 10 years, they replace both main actresses, yet they keep basically
the knights. Yeah.
The same, who haven't seemed to age at all. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the series is like kind of all over the place, and it's just like, it's going to take an episode. It takes an episode or two to catch up as to who's playing what, and where, and why, and who's going to be. It's.
All right, let's move on, and no need to beat this dog to death. Okay.
Nope.
And I don't know how much Andor is going to be better, but or if you liked it or not, because I found out this episode basically I don't know if this is something you want to see, but they basically showed us from the Empire's point of view all the boring healthcare and I don't know paperwork stuff and bootleggers
I'm like,
getting demoted.
Why do we have this series? What is it really pertinent about?
Yeah, it's this. Yeah, exactly. It's basically inter-office bickering. Well, I'm going to go see that. Oh, yeah, well, go ahead. It's the whole bureaucracy side, the paperwork side, the other side of the empires. But I don't know if I really wanted to see that.
Exactly. Like, I mean, what is this whole? This seems to be about Cassian, and like, who's Cassian? Like, I know he was in Rogue One. And
they're saying his removal from his planet was a rescue, but to me it just looks like an abduction by an old lady. I don't know about you, but that seemed kind of whole strange to me. That
well, she was calling it a rescue. Well, she was calling it a rescue because because I mean the ship that they were raiding, the people, was it an Empire?
Oh no, it was actually a separatist ship. Actually,
okay. So they were going to come and just eradicate everybody. So she thought she was rescuing him, right?
True. She could have dumped him.
She could have dumped him, but she didn't want to.
Yeah.
She got the whole motherly thing happening.
Well, it's a fine line between abduction and rescue, but yeah, okay.
But I mean, in essence, I'm not seeing anything in this story that enhances the whole Star Wars experience.
No, I think it's just to explain away Rogue One. So now we see that, we're getting Cassian ready by doing a mini heist before we ask him to steal the Death Star plan. So it looks, stealing the Empire payroll looks just like they're testing. I don't know. I mean, that's what it seems
like
to
I
me.
said, they haven't done anything exciting enough for me to really be invested in this show.
Yeah.
And I'm like sitting there just going, well, why? And like everything is so slowly paced and so slowly put together. And then all of a sudden you have a whole switch up and change. And no.
Okay. Yeah, well, we get to see Mon Mothma this episode. Find out, her husband's an ardent imperialist. She's not. Again, more political muckraking and whatnot. But, and we still haven't seen Saw Gerrera, so maybe the show will pick up when he makes his appearance.
See, I don't know who that is, so I don't care.
Well, you saw Rogue One, right?
Saw Gerrera. Yeah, and I didn't really pay attention.
Well, he was the Forrest Whitaker character.
Yeah. So like to me, again, Rogue One didn't mean anything to me, so I didn't remember anything from it.
Okay.
I don't even know why it was made.
All right. Want to move on to some Survivor?
Sure.
All right. So once again, the hot girl gets voted off. Can't win. Just can't win. Before
she
we
was
go
a little
on,
bitchy though. You gotta.
Oh, I know, the constant primping and her hair. I just let me drop this to you because I forgot to mention it. Did you notice? So Janine Zheng, the Asian girl. Did you notice how her chin is? Like you never ever really see a survivor injured that bad, and because it's on her face and because she's going into salt water, that thing's not going to heal. But it's true, you never ever see. Usually survivors get hurt and they're limp, but you never see a facial injury that bad, right? Yeah. That's crazy, right? I mean. And I think that was on that last big challenge, right? She must have got thumped, but they didn't.
I think it was when she was crawling underneath that log.
Yeah. It's just
probably
weird.
Scraped herself or something because she was trying to squeeze herself through, and I think she
took some.
She took some skin off. Yeah.
Well, it's funny with the whole Justine Brennan thing. She's in cybersecurity sales. The guy that voted her off is also in sales, and he's saying, "I don't trust salespeople." So I found that whole dynamic.
Oh yeah. Very well. I think it's because he knows salespeople because he is one. He knows not to trust them.
Well, and especially.
But then again, they don't trust him either.
Her. I'm going to give her all my money, and I don't even probably need cybersecurity, right? So here you go. Okay. Yeah. and I've seen her what she looks like off the show. So if you thought she was good looking on the show, wait till you see her in hair and makeup. Okay. But yeah, nothing more than I don't think she was a threat. I do find it funny that he was trying to get the beads for the hat, and if he would accomplish, and of course with some clever editing, we were led to believe that I hate calling her paraplegic, was the lone holdout. But
he ended up getting it anyway.
Yeah. And so I would have liked to have been sitting next to Justine, knowing that her best friend in the game actually contributed to her demise, because had she held on to hers, she'd still be there. Sorry, Noelle. Yes, so Noelle is the lone holdout for the beads. And sure enough, or I'd like to be sitting next to Noelle when the show aired, seeing like, oh boy, I was directly responsible for voting out my friend.
Well, you know what? I mean, it's Survivor, right? Everybody comes in with, I mean, and we saw this last episode too, right? Everybody had their alliances and everything. But as soon as you're going to tribal council, everything starts to shift.
Yep.
Maybe I don't need the person I've been talking to all this time. Like...
Well, better her than me, right?
Yeah.
Mentality.
Well, that's just it. It still becomes everyone for themselves. So, as much as you create alliances and try to keep those alliances, it's, your baser instinct is, I'm going to do for me, and away you go. And, this was just another example of, and I'm sure we're going to see many of these. Everybody who thinks they're tight and they're together, and it's just going to be like, done.
Yeah, or if you're a big guy like Gabler, he spent... most of the first part of the episode resting, right? Because he's
he was pretty beaten up. Yeah. So, but I mean that snake challenge was that was something.
Yeah, that thing looked really heavy, soaking wet. Like
no kidding, right?
I kind of was feeling for them on that challenge. Yeah.
Although I think at a certain point, the yellow team. Mm-hmm. They had a system where one was pulling from the top and the other one was underneath the snake, lifting like with his legs and stuff to pull it up. If they did that in unison, and they got that over pretty quick. So I think it was just a matter of figuring it out.
Yeah, exactly right.
But everybody thought NECA was going because her poor participation in that thing, and she sucked ass at that one.
Yeah, well, Cody looked like he was single-handedly either humping the hell out of that snake or just himself moving that thing out of the water over the top.
Well, physics-wise, you can't just pull it from the other side, right? You got to pull it up and then over.
Yeah, it's not like a smooth going over smooth. That thing is, oh God, I can't imagine how heavy that thing was.
Oh my God, yeah. Because that's going to bend in half, and it's going to and you can't get over that hump. Oh yeah, no, that was
Yeah, that was evil, that one.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, so Justine's gone, but not forgotten.
I think we're still very early in the game for the real treachery to start. But, we're seeing things. I still don't have a favorite yet. I still don't have although I'm liking Cody just because he's a goof.
Yeah, he's a goof, and
diving off the rocks, and he's just here like, hey, I'm in the South Sea. I'm going to enjoy myself. That's the attitude to have.
Yeah, he's like he's a Matthew McConaughey. He's just missing the JK off his tattoo on his ass. JK living, but I'm curious to see. It'd be fun to see a guy like him, see how far he gets in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
As he says, he quote unquote lives to get radical. So that's a direct quote.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
How'd you like the little the blue team's exercise session?
Yeah, every now and then you
keep it loose, people.
Yeah, every now and then you catch, because they have so much downtime on the show. That's what they say is the hardest part. It's actually the boredom in between challenges. It could be days, so they have to. But they rarely show what they're doing. But yeah, they usually throw a yoga or a stretching class in there at some point. Want to move on to some She-Hulk? Another, looks like to me, a self-contained episode.
Yeah. I mean, it
there's only 2 left, so I'm guessing
it throws some links in there, but it kind of just
Well, they threw in almost every C-list Marvel superhero you can think of with Man-Bull and El Aguila and Saracen, who, sorry to burst your bubble, guys, is not Blade's son. Blade only had a daughter, so whatever. And Porcupine, good lord. You couldn't have brought anyone else that we heard of back, but anywho.
Well, I mean, they did bring back the head of the wrecking crew there.
Yes, yeah, that was
Crowbar.
Unexpected to be in the prayer, whatever we call that circle, drum circle that Mil Blonsky is running. And is it a ruse? Is he? He's going. If he's playing the long con, he's going way out there. If this is,
we didn't see any of his soulmates though around the.
That's true. Yeah, we just saw his prize chicken. That's about it. Princess Silk Feather. Shout out to the chicken, Princess Silk Feather. I don't know who named that, but yeah.
Jen getting ghosted.
Yeah, by the last guy, the nicest guy in the world. But obviously, when that happened, you start thinking, did he actually obtain her blood and if he did, how so? I mean, wouldn't she have felt the prick when she was sleeping? I don't know. Did you think he got the blood?
I think he did.
Because I was trying to read his emojis, and I don't know. I don't really.
I think he did. Okay. I mean, remember, as Jen, when she drinks, she's just as drunk as everybody else, right?
True. But I'm just saying,
little pinprick and extraction probably wouldn't feel it.
Oh, okay.
Because she looked crashed out that morning when he took her picture there and walked out.
Well, yeah, I thought that was just from the good sex, but yeah, it could have been alcohol.
Well, that's just it. Well, you one or the other, take your pick, but
or both.
This just shows the because we've been so lighthearted so far. This kind of shows a little bit of the, wait a minute, Jen, you're a superhero, and there's shit you need to look out for.
Yeah.
You can't just date. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, getting back to those emojis, he used 3, bloody needle, green vial, and thumbs up, and his friend was Hulk King that he texted, so.
Oh, I mean, we're there's all kinds of speculation, right? This could be the leader. This could be, I mean, if it was the leader, that would be kind of cool.
Yes.
So let's see. We got, like you said, what, 2 episodes left?
Yes.
So we know we're getting Daredevil in 1. And I'm guessing I'm betting right now it's the last episode.
Yeah, I was hoping not, but yeah, I think it's not going to be a very long scene.
Well, no, I saw there's a couple of scenes with him in there.
True.
There's a scene I remember seeing in the trailer, one of the trailers, a scene of him at a restaurant talking to her. And then like you got the whole
night scene where they meet for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, so and also there was a day scene where he's on the steps and she's like, I can get into this guy, Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that he's going to be on the other side of the courtroom from her, and that's how it's all going to play out. But no, I think we're in for. I think that episode is going to be one of the episodes. You know how in all the other episodes where it's like kind of really a slow burn throughout, and then the end it just whoa, yes, oh my god. I think that this is going to be it. I think the Daredevil episode and the last episode is going to be the one everyone just kind of goes, this was such a great series.
Yeah. Or season 2, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, so far, like, there's nothing in it I don't like. I kind of like the whole,
Yeah, it's still good. It's the basis for this week's episode title, "Hurtin' for a Yurtin," which was hilarious. Okay,
yeah. But I mean, think about it. Like, if any one of us got superpowers like that, right? We're trying to figure out what to do with our lives. We'd probably be going through a lot of the same shit she was.
I don't know. If I got superpowers, you think Homelander's bad? Wait till I'll be jerking off in every city in Canada. Okay. No. Okay. Just kidding.
You're going to make me put you down.
Not all of them. Okay. Just let me finish first, then we'll go at it. Okay.
There you go. There's a comic book series. 2 podcasters.
Right. Yeah.
get superpowers, and then they end up
right.
on opposite ends of the.
Yeah. How long will it take him to break bad and jerk off on every city in Canada? I got Winnipeg. No, I got Winnipeg.
And his friend has to stop him.
Yeah.
You can't defile Vancouver. No.
Oh, yeah. All right. Make it happen, Kripke. Okay. Put us in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, want to move on to some Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
So I got something to say about this. So I've been waiting for this show to pick up the pace, and oh boy, did they ever in this episode. This was probably
they did a good job of that.
Favorite episode. They stayed away from the Harfoots and nonstop action. Wow, and of course with an ending I didn't see coming. But yeah, you probably guessed that Galadriel was going to come to the rescue at one point, which they did. But and then you thought they were going to let them have the win, but. I think I don't know about you. Did we see the creation of
Mount
Mordor?
Doom?
Yeah, Mount Doom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they weren't really digging those tunnels to find something. That was all thought out.
No, this was all part of the plan to.
Yeah, and I knew Waldreg.
Erupt.
I knew. I don't know. You probably guessed early on that sword wasn't in the package he gave. Well, when he asked for Waldreg, you knew he was given Waldreg the actual sword, and it was a ruse. I mean, I saw that coming. I can't believe they didn't. But. But man, talk about a battle.
Galadriel just kind of slipping sideways and this way on her horse. Well,
yeah, doing like. God, I gotta find out how old Legolas is. if Galadriel's 3,000 years old, why can't Legolas be?
Maybe he's 1,500. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, it's and I do like that Adar guy, man. He's growing on me.
Yeah.
We found out, yes, he was an experiment. He was an elf taken and turned, and he prefers Uruk.
Yeah.
Prefers the pronoun Uruk. All right.
Yeah. Oh, today's all about pronouns.
Urukai, yeah. But totally love this episode. We still have two more. You thought this was the
we
finale,
got into a lot of meat, right? It was like, okay, this is like main story. This is where we're going. All right, let's,
Yeah, we find the first wave was actually their friends and fellow villagers who turned. They thought they were killing orcs, but they had conveniently had head coverings on, right? So.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's a battle tactic, right? That's you disarm your foes by making them emotional.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we just killed our friends. And now they're vulnerable, and boom, next thing you know. Yeah,
and I even love Galadriel's interrogation of Adar, because when she finds out he was taken by Morgoth and corrupted, she promises to kill every last one of his kind, and he says, "It would seem I'm not the only elf alive who's been transformed by darkness." And point.
Well, that was the whole thing of her balance, right? It was like. Yeah. Always in the light, but then her brother's like, well, you can't know darkness unless you touch it. And so she's kind of like...
she's like Luke Skywalker. She's trying to stay...
She's walking the tightrope.
Yeah, she's trying not to go to the dark side, but she might have to get there, right?
Yeah, but no, this was definitely... this is definitely one of those high-impact episodes where you're just sitting there and just absorbing everything, right? You just want to see everything. And even after you've seen everything, you want to go back because you feel you miss stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely thinking. I mean, we're seeing like the emergence of Isildur and, all the future leaders and so on and so forth. What do you think happens to the guy that's supposed to be the king of the Southlands?
Yeah, I'm curious. There's still something not right about that. I can't really put my finger on it.
Here's a crazy theory.
Yeah.
He becomes Sauron.
Well, this is the whole thing. The internet is divided on the Meteor Man. Half are saying he's Sauron, half are saying he's I can't remember the wizard's name, Gandalf. But so that debate, well, people debate over that. Yes, it could be a blind side, right? And
yeah, exactly.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah,
that would be the biggest blind side ever.
Yeah, because we're caught up in the Meteor Man being one of two, and there's no way he's a third. But yes, they could have slipped that under our noses. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And being on the side that's fighting for them, and they put him in power, and then he ends up being
that would be the only way to hoodwink everyone. We're so focused on the Meteor Man. Is he?
Yeah, exactly. We shall see. We shall see.
Yep, 2 more episodes left of Lord of the Rings as well. So stay tuned.
Yeah, well, that's definitely getting a season 2.
Probably, yeah. They're even putting the Rings of Power on all their boxes. So if you buy something off Amazon, it's coming in a Rings of Power box. They're really pushing it. Got to get their money back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. But you know what? All the money they've spent on it so far has been worth it. I have to say.
Yeah.
The stunning visuals, the epic movements, everything has just been...
You ever think 10 years ago you would watch a show that cost $450 million? People would have said, you're crazy. That'll never... $450? No, but here we are.
Hey, I never expected to pay $2 for $2 a liter for gas. So.
Yeah. Too true. All right, you want to move on to some Beast? Beast. Let me just say, I'll start this off right now. I have never in my life, I've watched a lot of these movies, have I ever cheered more for the lion. I wanted him to rip apart the 2 girls and the dad so bad. They were so stupid and woke. Didn't use common sense. You're screaming at them in the TV. So I was rooting for the lion. I never, ever, ever root for the animal. Okay, but this is how I felt watching this movie. I don't know about you. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, there was a little bit of that. I wanted to see them get out, but I mean,
But even when they did, they didn't close the doors to the school. They left them wide open for any alpha predator to come in. I'm like, really?
Yeah, well, I was looking at this kind of like, how uninformed are you when there is a man-eater lion on the loose? You've seen it jump on your fucking car, yet you still get out of the car.
Yeah, you get out of the car in night. He's got better vision than you, and you're being stubborn. No, I'm going to do it. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
There was too many scenes of that. And even when at the end, because a bit of foreshadowing that any lion that crosses that pride's path, they're going to consider an intruder and rip to shreds. But boy, did they take their time. They're like, hey, you want to do it? And I think it's your turn. No, you got it, Joe.
Yeah. Although it was I liked that twist. I liked how that ended. But I mean, yeah, I agree with you where the kid's stepping out and going, Dad, get the fuck in the fucking car.
Exactly. That's your only safety net right now, and even then, he could probably tear through that thing. Especially if he's wounded. They're not so lovable when they're wounded.
Yeah, I mean, I did get a little bit of a Ghost in the Darkness feel from this.
But Ghost in the Darkness still better movie, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Good. We're on the same page.
Yeah. No. It was a much better movie. It was a much better story because we never realized how this. Well, we did figure out how this came about. I mean, this lion was sort of manifested via the poachers, right? The poachers eliminated his pride. He coming back for revenge.
Yeah.
One thing: never piss off Mother Nature.
That's right.
Point 1.
Yeah.
That whole. Yeah, like you said, the wokeness and shut the fuck up and get the fuck in the car, you stupid twit.
Yeah, basically, that was me screaming at the, TV the whole time.
You're not going to look at the lion and go, I'm offended at your actions. Like.
Yeah, and that lion basically was a Terminator to even survive that fire.
No kidding.
I'm like, okay, dun 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 dun. It's just missing that music. Dun dun dun.
Well, you saw him after, right? He's half charred and still coming. Like,
yeah.
That's just your opinion is meaningless against nature. Like, respect it.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like,
Yeah. Hence, why I was rooting for the lion.
yeah, no kidding. Yeah. I mean, visually, it's still a great movie. I love the.
Yeah, it wasn't boring. I mean, it kept it moving, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good story and whatnot. If they'd taken that little bit out, it probably would have been a lot better. I love the camaraderie between Idris Elba and
Charlton Copley.
Yeah, like at first I didn't recognize him. I was, it's like, oh shit, it's Murdoch.
Yeah, yeah, it looks good in the beard.
Yeah, so I mean, in the end, like I said, it's just very, very. It felt like a good story. The visuals were beautiful. I mean.
Yeah, they definitely filmed that one on location.
Yeah, so I mean, I like that house too. I'm like, okay, I want a vacation there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it still hasn't deterred me from ever wanting to do photo safari, as they call it. I'd still go.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Don't
just listen to the guy when he says, "Don't get out of the fucking car."
Yeah. If you have to die in that car or die of water or food, starvation, whatever, do it. Because I'll take that over getting ripped to shred by a lion. Okay. Who has zero remorse for you. All right.
Oh, we're talking about, 400 pounds of pure muscle, claws and teeth coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. Zero remorse. He does not feel bad when he kills.
No.
Not like we do. Okay.
No. And unless you got like super fast ninja skills that you can take like a crowbar and shove it into his head before he gets to you, you stay in the fucking car.
Yeah. There's your one takeaway from that, kids. Stay in the car.
Did you get a chance to see Bullet Train yet?
Yeah, but I thought you want to
get
cover
that
it
next week?
Yeah, we'll have a review for you next week of Bullet Train. But I would like to talk about the video that came out at the start of the week. Now, of course, Ryan Reynolds is known for his pranks and many funny videos. So I thought this is too good to be true. I only believed it when I saw the Hollywood Reporter finally made an article. And yes, in fact, believe it or not, we're getting a Deadpool 3. Hugh Jackman's coming out of retirement, picking up the claws. However, as cool as the news as that is, we have to wait an agonizingly 2 years for this movie. It's coming out September 6, 2024.
Well, Hugh needs that time to bulk up.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have some friends, trust me. And I love Hugh, but it will not be natural. I'm sorry. Everyone's got to go in an HGH cycle, especially at his age. But hey, he's in the gym now.
Now, do you think this is going to be like an alternate universe kind of thing? So that keeps it open for someone else to come in?
The theory started flying immediately. Is he a variant? And they're, Logan died. Old man Logan died in this. Yeah.
Old man Logan died in 2039?
Something.
2029?
2029 or something like that. Yes.
Okay, so he's not done yet. No. In this day and age, he's still kicking.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's going to be 2 years of endless debate. So yeah, I'd rather just.
Yeah, but how can he age that much in like 7 years?
Yeah. I would just like to take it for what it is. That the movie I thought would never happen is happening. So I don't want to go into 2 years.
Deadpool and Wolverine together, and it's not.
The marketing campaign on this as it gears towards September 24 is going to be insane. Oh my God, that's what I can't wait for.
And it's not going to be Wolverine Origins Deadpool.
Yeah, no. I mean, already people are making posters,
I've seen them. I've seen them. Him in costume with Deadpool on his back going, "I love you."
Yeah. Actually, Ryan better get on that now because we're going to get 2 years of this stuff. And
I know.
Really well done posters too.
Do you not think he's already got the ideas going?
Oh yeah, but he better come out because they're coming out a mile a minute from people.
Oh, no shit.
Fans who are very good at design, you know.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be. It's definitely going to be a thing.
Yep.
You know, but that's just it. That's the beauty of of all that is like, yeah, we're gonna get it. Oh, you think it's gonna be like a? I'm really hoping for like a Midnight Run kind of buddy cop.
Yeah.
Kind of thing where they just keep running into just thing after thing after thing. Trying to get from one point to another.
Yeah, I see them in front of an old Dodge Charger, and Hugh Jackman can't take motor mouth anymore, so he just puts his fist to his side of his head, and the claws come out, and of course he regenerates. You know, that. You know, just to get him to shut up. You know,
just pops him for at least 10 minutes of peace before he regenerates and comes back going, "Well, that was rude."
Yes. Oh yeah, all that stuff. I mean the amount of comedy that's going to come out of this movie.
Oh,
Jesus.
I know. I mean, that or they're in what's his name's Taxi Cab.
Oh yeah. God. Yeah, that guy's hilarious. Can't remember his name. Dupinder.
Dupinder. Yes. Dupinder.
Mr.
So
Cool.
No.
Well, we have some bad news in the. Speaking of MCU, we have some bad news. 2 months before production, Blade has lost its director. He'll stay on to executive produce, citing scheduling issues. We know that's not true. So whatever. They haven't really said if that's going to postpone production.
Well, didn't I see they brought in Sam Raimi?
Oh no!
Or was that
I saw that for something else. I saw Sam Raimi. No, they haven't announced a new director yet. It just happened that they lost.
I know they just rocked, but I thought I saw Sam Raimi with the Blade logo underneath.
No,
that might have been a fan thing. Who knows?
Yeah, I did see Sam Raimi's name for something else though, Marvel related, but wasn't that though. No, they haven't announced the new director yet, but they're scrambling right now at House of Marvel.
Let's get Guillermo del Toro.
Yes. Why not? He's free.
he did the first one.
Yes. Why not? Well, no, he didn't do the first. I think that was Stephen Norrington directed the first Blade.
Okay.
He did 2, I believe, right?
Yeah, he did 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Other Marvel news, Armor Wars is no longer to be a series. It's going to be a full movie, and this movie will follow the Secret Invasion series. No explanation why they decided to change it from a series to a movie, but we're still getting it. So.
Yeah. I saw online somebody was like, it's about time Don Cheadle gets his own movie. I'm like, he's been in 8 Marvel movies, and he got paid.
Yeah, he was given a series, now he's given a movie. Yeah. And if Terrence, what's his name, didn't screw up so much, we never would have Don Cheadle.
No, but it was just like going. He's been like supporting it. It's about time he got his own movie. I'm like, bitch, the guy got paid.
Yeah,
he got paid Marvel money. You know,
yeah.
Like, don't feel bad for him. He didn't get his own movie. He's been in more movies than most of the people in the MCU.
Yeah, especially because he's in Secret Invasion as well, as we saw by the trailer, and now he's going to be so he's going to be around for quite some time. They're even talking
like
rumors of him taking over Iron Man. I read, so anything's possible.
Well, I mean, in the comic books, for a time when Tony was laid up, he did take over as Iron Man, you know? So he took over as Iron Man before he became War Machine. So there's all sorts of shit that can happen. And it's like, don't feel bad for this guy. Look at his resume, for Christ's sake, you know?
Yep.
So, I mean, you woke people, go away.
Well, if you're fans of The Witcher, we do have some good news, because on December 25th, Christmas Day, comes Blood Origin, with The Witcher Blood Origin, which is a prequel miniseries starring Michelle Yeoh. So that'll whet your appetite for. Will
that be kind of like along the same lines as that animated Witcher?
I believe
prequel?
So. Yes. Yeah. We haven't got a trailer or anything yet, but they did give us
the animated one was really good. So.
And of course, I know you don't watch Jack Ryan on Amazon, but season 3 finally comes out on December 21st on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I saw the preview. Reacher started in production. Reacher season 2.
Yeah, I saw. Did you see that photo? Our boy, holy cow! Posted on his Instagram. He's somehow even more jacked than he was during the first season. So, I don't think that's just free weights and cardio, people. But I don't care because that's what Reacher's supposed to look like. I like the guys that go, really into it. Oh, he's supposed to look like this. So I'm going to look like this. So I appreciate the effort. Believe me.
I just want to be paid to end up. To get myself to look like that.
Oh yeah, to have a trainer, supply. Here you go, eat this, take this, push up, whatever. I would love to be
20 minutes on that machine. Go. Okay.
Yeah, I would love someone to scream at me to do it rather than try and self-start every day.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Well, that's all the news I got out of Holly Weird.
I thought I remember a few other things, but I can't remember.
I write them all down. I think I got the high points anyway.
Yeah. No, it's all good. We're getting all this up. What do we got coming up?
Well, coming up, Werewolf by Night next week. October 7. And, Black Adam will hit the theaters on October 21st. 26, we got that animated Tales of the Jedi. It's only 6 shorts, but, we'll probably check it out, I guess, at least to give our opinion on...
It's got to be better than Andor.
And, you didn't watch Gangs London Season 1, but Season 2 comes out on AMC Plus on October 20. And, of course, I already started the new season of Walking Dead by subscribing to AMC Plus for $8.99, so I have the first 2 episodes that I can watch before everyone else. So the Walking Dead will end after these 8 episodes. Of course, there'll be spin-off series galore, but yes, The Walking Dead itself will come to an end.
Well, there you go.
This year, yep.
No more zombies.
Well, yes, in different shows. We're still getting the Daryl spin-off. We're getting the Negan and Maggie spin-off. Spin-offs galore.
Fucking zombies.
And, of course, November 11th, we're getting Black Panther Wakanda Forever in the theaters. Enola Holmes 2 on Netflix on November 4. But yeah, that blockbuster Netflix series, we still haven't had a trailer yet. Will come out beginning of November, but we got enough to keep you covered.
There you go.
You want to bring us home with that booming baritone voice of yours, sir?
All right, gang. You can find us on social media. Search Butcher Bay Rejects on YouTube, at Bay Rejects on Twitter, at Butcher Bay Rejects on Facebook, as well as on TikTok at Butcher Bay Rejects. We also have our website, butcherbayrejects.com, and you can find us on all the podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Alexa TuneIn, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. See you next week, nerds.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.